Hello guys and welcome back to another video, and today we're back with another episode of History Changed. This is episode 3 and I'm recording all these episodes besides for the first one that was recorded yesterday. I'm recording all these episodes back to back to back, all that jazz, getting ready for school. Without further ado, let's get into it. If you didn't see the last 2 episodes, do so now. I don't know what you're doing, but in the last episode, we've seen the Germans and the Soviets split up Poland. The Soviets got the Baltics and Tanutuva. China is slightly unified. This is still a mess. Don't get that wrong. And then we had, of course, 2 other things. The Spanish Civil War, which ended up going nationalist, and they got a little bit of land out of Portugal. And Italy went to war, or Yugoslavia went to war with Italy, and, they gained Albania from that. But now, everybody's preparing for the big war. We have, France is all surrounded, so this is going to be a very interesting war. We might as well highlight the Axis. And in this timeline, Japan's not in the Axis. Keep that in mind. Because, Japan's not expanding right now because of warning. And nationalist Spain is also in the Allies, or the Axis. Forgot about the colony there last episode. That's embarrassing. And they're going to declare war on France. That also means that they're going through Benelux as well. And now, France is going to try to call in more people into the war. For example, they're going to call in Yugoslavia, but they're not going to join the war. They know that they'll get demolished. Anyways, we see Italian troops push in and capture Corsica, and they're going to start pushing out because, they're more competent in this timeline than they were in ours. British won't be involved just yet until the Germans actually do a push into Belgium, which is going to happen now, The Germans barreling down, and Belgium almost fell. The British will join the war. They need to defend the world from these bad people. And now, they really look like they're out of luck here. But are they? Let's take a good look at what happens in Europe, because we're going to focus on Europe first, and then, if we have time, we'll take a gander at Africa. Belgium will get pushed. Hold on, I keep forgetting to go to my recolor brush. Belgium will get pushed through, and now German troops will push and try to get towards Paris. Italian troops will start pushing across the border and trying to capture some lands. The same with nationalist Spain. They're only being able to push like this because France is really weakened by the others. They don't have their iron supply. This could go either way because, yes, they have an army here, but it's not the best army. It's barely even able to do anything. The Germans will manage to push through, unite the front, and capture Paris. And from there, mainland France will fall. And now it's starting to look like the Axis will dominate. Of course, along with that, German troops are now getting pushed into Africa, and they're going to help out Spain most of all because Spain's struggling in Africa. So Spain's kind of like the Italy in this timeline. They're going to do surprisingly well, but they don't want to push too far in because ouch, 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 and the Allies will manage to push in to Libya. The Allies are strong. Just because the Italian army is more competent doesn't mean they can just do that. And I guess now is a good time to get Turkey in on the war, and they're going to join on the side of the Axis, so they can get Cyprus, and they can push into Syria, and try to reform the Ottoman Empire. This move would be made out of, they're desperate to win the war, Not too desperate, but, they don't have plans for over here, Not yet, at least. The Allies would usually manage to capture that colony, and Italy would manage to the Horn of Africa under their control, and they couldn't do that. Nope, unrealistic. And what will the Germans do now? The same threats will be made, so the war with Norway still happens. Denmark falls in an even quicker time, and Norway is about to get demolished out of existence. And now the Germans have way more oil. They're trying to get the Irish on the side of the Axis, but that's not going to work. Ireland doesn't want to fight a war at this time, so they're not going to fight a war. The Allies are going to pick up their pace back in Africa. And now here's the question. If the Japanese are quiet, will the Americans ever join the war? That is a great question. I guess the Germans are going to aggro at the Japanese, and eventually they're going to join the Axis. Despite their brief peacetime, Japan will always be Japan, Japan does what Japan does best, and that's expand. They will, of course, declare war on China because they're an absolute moron. And now Japan is about to cause a lot of chaos. But now they're warned, do not attack the Americans. That will go very badly. Don't do it. And down here, and Europe, we have Yugoslavia joining the war, as well as Greece. Iran's joining the war, and so is Saudi Arabia to get land from Turkey. You know, that sweet, sweet Turkish land. They don't just want land over here, you know. And the best way they could do that is if they join the Allies. Yeah, this is really turning into a big world war. The Allies would eventually manage to get Portugal in the war, which would cause their defeat in mainland Europe very fast, because, you know, the Germans would have troops there. They would know that, you know, they were going to join the war eventually. And now the Germans need to take care of the Balkans. So we see the German troops push in, and they're going to eventually take down Yugoslavia. From here, Greece will be demolished as well. And now, what will the Germans do next? They're warned to not genocide, but they are going to do a genocide anyways. And here's where the interesting stuff will put in. The Alien Imperium secret message over to the UK. And now they're building up nuclear weapons. They're going to build up a nuclear stockpile. And they want to bomb Berlin, Hamburg, or Frankfurt. You know, any major Axis city. And if the others don't surrender, they'll nuke them as well. Nukes after the use in the Second World War will never be used again, even in this series. It'll only be used to stop the World War II. I am not Hydrid. I am back. So the Germans will now, of course, eventually do a stupid, you know, they're still German, and the Germans are prone to this weakness. They're going to attack the Soviets. The Japanese aren't attacking the Americans in this, which means the Americans won't get involved, but you know, Lend-Lease would still happen, whether they like it or not. And now the Soviets will get pushed into, but even crazier, you know, by a little bit at least. The Germans will start pushing all the way in. Not there, though. Stalingrad would definitely be at risk, but I don't think that would be taken hold on. The Axis would still push in hard, but the Soviets would still manage to hold on for dear life. And then, next episode, they'll start pushing back. But, you know, I want to string out these episodes. I want fair amounts of content in each episode. So while this war is happening, let's go to a minor thing. Let's go away from this war. Now, weirdly, it's going to be a South American thing. The governments over here are going to be talking about, you know, South America? What if it was all unified, at least the Spanish parts? Bolivia and Paraguay would manage to start a union, and that would start to spread around to countries like Peru. Now, these countries aren't going to join as of right now, but Peru, Ecuador, you know, Uruguay, they want to join the union, but Uruguay can't join the union right now. They're not connected, so Brazil would have to join, but they're not Spanish, so maybe Argentina and Chile. Not both of them, because they're rivals. Good idea. How will they ever execute this? This is not very executable. You know what? I just think they could keep it to Bolivia and Paraguay for now. Maybe next episode Peru will join the union, but mainly it's just going to be between these two nations. And they're going to be, you know, having a way stronger government. They're going to start building up a military. They're not going to have a navy, though. Having a navy here would be ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. They're going to be doing other things, though, you know. But anyways, I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you really liked it, then make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to, you know, put more content into other episodes, you know. Some episodes are going to be shorter than others. And I guess I'll see you guys in another video. But wait, again, join the Discord. The link is in the description as long as you can, you know. I said this at the end of last episode, but if you can't and you want me to do Gilded, I cannot do Gilded, you know, it's not unified with Discord, and we need everybody to be unified when they want to make decisions and stuff, and yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Can you guys spread this channel to anybody you know? That would be greatly appreciated. I would like to get monetized, and I'm working on an animated show called Alien Guy. As soon as I get monetized, I will start pushing those out every single week to you guys. So it's a great benefit for everybody here. I can start making money. You guys get great content. It's a win-win situation. So if you know anybody that would like any of my content, whether it's from geography or, you know, Larry's Superpower Battle, any of that stuff, make sure to share the love around so I can get more watch hours and more subscribers so I can get monetized eventually. But anyways, that's the end of this video. Goodbye.